So began the ministry of Elijah, with a word that shook the heavens, with ravens that fed him in the wilderness, with a foreign widow who witnessed daily provision, and with a child who returned from death. A prophet without a crown, without an army, without human support, yet sustained by the presence of the eternal God. Because when everything around seems to fall apart, God remains faithful, sustaining those who trust in him. And Elijah learned in Cherith and in Zarephath that the same hand that provides in secret is the same hand that sends him to confront kings. This is how men and women of God are forged, not in palaces, not in applause, but in the fire of testing and in the simplicity of dependence. 3 years, 3 long years of drought had passed over Israel like an invisible weight, yet devastating. The fields produced nothing, dust. The rivers no longer flowed, only cracks split the earth. Cattle staggered and fell beneath the relentless sun. The sky remained closed, still, silent. Baal, the god who claimed to control the rain, said nothing. No clouds, no drops, not even the morning dew dared to appear. Famine spread through the villages like a slow shadow, and still the people did not return to the Lord. Then the voice of God came again to Elijah, clear, direct. "Go, show yourself to Ahab, for I will send rain upon the earth." The one who had been hidden was now called to be revealed. The prophet stepped out of anonymity and walked back into the center of conflict. The encounter came quickly. When Ahab saw Elijah, the man who had shut the heavens with a single word, his eyes burned with anger.
"Is it you, the one who troubles Israel?"
"I have not troubled Israel."
"But you and your father's house, because you have abandoned the commandments of the Lord and followed the Baals."
This was not just accusation, it was revelation. And then Elijah issued the challenge, a challenge that would echo through generations.
"Gather all Israel and gather on Mount Carmel, the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 of Asherah."
There, before everyone, it would be decided, who is God? The day came, and like an unavoidable call, the people ascended. From cities, from villages, from dry fields. Men, women, elders, all gathered to witness something that could not be ignored. The prophets of Baal arrived in grandeur, ritual garments, confident eyes. They moved with the certainty of those who believed they were in control. And Elijah stood alone. No army, no support. Just one man before a multitude. But when he rose, it was like a lion among men.
"How long will you waver between two paths? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him."
The people remained silent. No answer, no reaction. Their indecision was visible. 2 altars were prepared, one for Baal, one for the Lord. No human fire, no tricks, no interference. The rule was clear. The God who answers with fire, he is God. The prophets of Baal began, from early morning, crying out, "Baal, answer us!" Their voices echoed through the mountain. They danced, they leaped, they circled the altar in frenzy. Hours passed. The sun rose higher, burning their skin, but no answer came. At noon, Elijah spoke, and his voice cut through the air.
Shout louder. Perhaps he's thinking, or busy, or traveling.
Some laughed nervously, others shifted uneasily.
Perhaps he is sleeping. Who knows? Maybe he needs to be woken up.
The mockery fed their desperation. They cried louder, more intensely, until they began to cut themselves. Knives, spears. Blood ran down their bodies. But the sky remained silent. No voice, no answer, no one to respond. The altar of Baal remained untouched. Then Elijah called, "Come to me." The crowd drew near, and the contrast was undeniable. No shouting, no frenzy, only reverence. He began by restoring the altar of the Lord that had been broken, stone by stone, 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel. A reminder, they were still one people, even broken, even lost. He dug a trench around the altar, prepared the wood, placed the sacrifice. And then he did something no one expected. In the middle of a drought, he asked for water. 4 jars poured over the altar, once, twice, 3 times, until everything was soaked. Water ran down, filled the trench. Humanly, there was no chance, no possibility of fire. Elijah raised his arms and prayed. No spectacle, no repetition, only truth.
O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, may it be known today that you are God, and that I am your servant, and that I did all this at your word. Answer me, Lord, so that this people may know that you are God, and that you turn their hearts back.
And then, without warning, without transition, it happened. The fire of the Lord fell, not like an ordinary flame, but like a torrent from heaven. It consumed the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, the dust. Even the water vanished before it. Nothing remained. The mountain trembled, the air tore open with the sound of divine fire. And the people fell, face to the ground. The truth had been revealed.
The Lord is God!
No debate, no doubt. And then Elijah commanded,
You know what to do. Arrest the prophets of Baal. Let none of them escape.
The people, now gripped with conviction, obeyed. The 450 were taken. Led down from the heights of Carmel to the valley, to the brook Kishon, which on that day was nothing more than a dry bed. There, Elijah executed judgment, not as revenge, but as obedience to the law. A judgment against those who had corrupted the nation and led the people into apostasy. Idolatry had been exposed. Truth had fallen in fire, and Israel had witnessed it. But something more was still to come. Elijah did not stop there. While the echo of fire still seemed to linger over Mount Carmel, he climbed higher, alone, away from the crowd, away from the noise, away from visible victory. At the summit, he fell to the ground, face down. There was no celebration. There was intercession. Because the same God who answers with fire is the God who sends rain, Elijah began to pray, not once, not quickly, but with persistence, with perseverance, with faith. 7 times he sent his servant to the horizon.
The same God who sent fire will send us rain. Go and see toward the sea.
The servant went, looked, and returned. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6.
There is nothing.
Nothing. The sky remained closed. But Elijah did not rise. On the 7th time, the servant returned differently.
Tell me what you saw. I see a small cloud, about the size of the palm of my hand.
It was almost nothing, a minimal sign, nearly invisible. But for Elijah, it was everything. Because faith is not based on the size of the sign, but on the certainty of the promise.
Run! Tell Ahab to prepare his chariot and get down so that the rain does not stop him.
And then the sky changed. Clouds gathered, the wind rose, the dry air grew heavy, and suddenly the rain fell, strong, abundant, unstoppable. The dry ground began to drink again. The fields received life. The silence of drought was broken by the sound of rain. But that rain was more than water. It was restoration. It was answer. It was grace after judgment.
Finally! Rain! Thank God!
Mount Carmel had been marked by fire, by water, by revealed truth. The altars of Baal reduced to ashes. The people prostrate, crying out, "The Lord is God." And the rain finally returned after years of silence. Elijah ran, but it was not just a run. It was as if something unseen was driving him forward. As if the very hand of God was pushing him ahead. Ahead of Ahab's chariot, ahead of the impossible. The wind cut across his face. Dust rose beneath his feet, and still he did not stop. His heart burned, not only from effort, but from expectation. There was hope, a living flame within him. Perhaps now, after the fire fell from heaven, after the people bowed, after the rain broke the drought, perhaps now everything would change. But when he arrived, when he passed through the gates of the palace, the atmosphere was different. Heavy, cold. As if the presence that filled Mount Carmel was not there. Ahab, still shaken, still trying to comprehend what he had seen, reported everything, every detail. The rebuilt altar, the water poured, the fire from heaven, the people falling face to the ground, the prophets slain, the rain returning to the dry land.